Good afternoon. Myself Chandrasekhar, Assistant Professor and Lara Institute of Technology, Science and Technology. And today I'm going to take it up for first BTech, English 1, Unit 5, Reading Comprehension. Okay, you are all knowing it very well, reading is important. As I said to you earlier, Lord Bacon said, reading makes a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact. And the more you read, because you must be always trying to read something new, reading comprehension. And you must develop the higher order thinking skills, like understanding, analyzing, and you must be able to find solution, create something. So, reading is an important activity. Reading gives you, it increases your horizon of thinking and your understanding. It makes you to be a full man. That's why Lord Bacon said, it's not only a science student or technology student must read all kinds of literature. You must read literature, you must read about arts, you must read about sports, you must read about science, you must read about technology, you must read about fine arts. That makes you a full man. That's why, for example, you are learning mathematics, that sharpens your skill. When you read literature, it appeals to your heart. And when you read the philosophy of psychology, you become a better person. And you also try to learn some ethics. And that's why you must constantly make it a habit to read. And as I said to you earlier, make it a goal, a goal that each and every week you take up one new book and try to read. Go to the library, spend at least half an hour or 1 hour to read newspapers and magazines. Magazines, they give you not only the information about whatever is going on, contemporary, whatever things are going on, the political, sociological, cultural, sports and games and whatnot. And you'll be knowing it, and it makes you a better person. That's why reading makes you a better person. Always constantly read a new book. And when you read a book, try to write, the book review. Beautiful book review. Once you read a book and write at least 250 words book review. What is it about? Who is the author? What is the subject? And what a topic he has taken and how he has taken it. This will make you to develop both reading habits and also writing habits. And this you need to present it before your friends, then you'll be a good speaker. So you will be knowledgeable, you will be respected. That's why reading makes you a full man. That's why you need to do that. That's very much constantly and consistently. And so there are 5 strategies when you read. So, activating background knowledge. First is knowing the knowledge. Knowledge is a power. So naturally, where do you get the knowledge? It is by reading the books you will be getting the knowledge. And not only reading, and you must also question it. That's why simple blind reading will not take you anywhere. So, you must be a rational person, a scientific person to ask a question whether the thing, whatever is spoken, what is the right, whether you are able to understand the subject, the topic, and the details are being given, and then you must be able to understand it. Then that shows that once you are able to answer the questions, that means you have already thoroughly read it. That's right. And questioning to know. It is about a local comprehension, global comprehension, and vocabulary and other kind of things. Analyzing the text structure. So, there are smart ways of developing this skills, reading skills. Some people they go word by word by pointing out to their finger to the text. No, it's not. read so that you can note down the main points of that particular topic. What is the topic sentence? What are the, how he has given introduction? What are the body of the essay? And what are the each and every paragraph, what he has said it, some points he has deleted, and how he had concluded. All these things you must have mind mapping. That's why there are some students who are smart students. They say they have got developed the smart reading habits. They don't read for hours together. There are people who will be reading 18 hours, 16 hours to 18 hours, but they get very poor result. But there are students who read for 1 hour and they get 90%, they get 7%. How are they able to do that? That is, whatever they read, they understand, comprehend their cognitive skills. These cognitive skills have to be developed. And this is understanding and learning skills that you must develop. And there are also metacognitive skills are there, and these skills are to be developed. That's why the analyzing the text is required and analysis is required. So visualization is how the things have been spoken. Close the book and open your mind. That's why they said like a mind is like a parachute. Once you use it, it opens up. And in the same way, once you read something, close the book for a while and recall and recollect what has been given in this particular essay. If you are able to say that, that means you are really understood it. And then, not only understanding it, put it into the writing, summarizing. Summarizing is the gist of it, the quintessence, the essence of the book or the essay. You are able to write it in a small paragraph. That's beautiful. That's wonderful, excellent. So naturally, both reading skills are there and you are able to summarize it. Summarizing is giving the main crucial points together and you are writing about that particular book or an essay. So this you need to learn. So first once again, activating background knowledge. Know about the author, know about the topic, know about the why he has written, how he has written, and questioning it. And as you read, you must be able to find questions, and your curiosity will be roused, and then attention will be gathered, and then you will be engaged in reading, and you also answer the questions. And analyzing the text is important. That's why being a scientific, an intelligent and smart technical student must develop this analyzing skills. So analyzing the text structure. That is a mind map. Map, isn't it? It's like a blueprint that was there in the author's mind. If you are able to grasp it and then put it and get to know, that means you are able to remember everything. Okay, that's why note making and note making techniques have been developed. So that's why. And visualization. Visualization is whatever things happened and you are able to recollect, recall, and then give it. And giving the summary of it in your own words. Once again, this is summarizing is not only just pick the sentences randomly here and there and put it disjointed sentence. No, it's not summarizing. Summarizing is you need to read the passage or the book and then understand, assimilate, and then you must understand it, assimilate it, and then analyze it, and then putting it in your own sentences and giving your own summary. That's where your own originality comes, your own skill comes. That's why the summarizing is a good skill that you have. The guidelines for better comprehension. So there should be some guidelines. It is rather check. The thing is rather logical ability. So how are the things connected? Connecting the dots. You might have heard about it. The wonderful thing. And here, the logic behind the ideas need together. Try to link the questions to your answer. So naturally, you have to refer back to the text and once again locate the answer. A smart student will be doing it. Earlier I said to you about quick reading skills. And quick reading is rather, you are able to spend less time and understand it and put it in. And never provide your own opinion as answers. Remember, reading comprehension, whenever you are answering, your opinion is not asked. What is asked? what the writer has said it, his perspective, his idea, his explanation, his examples, you must be able to look at and then answer it. Thereby you are knowing it. Never provide your own opinion. Whether you like it or not, don't give the opinion. Add your own answer. It's a facts, talk about facts. Now, why did connect the links together? I said connecting the dots. The structuring of it, the blueprint of it. How are they connected? How the ideas are connected, logically connected, and this you must know. This may be using the linkers that you have got it, sentence linkers, or the other devices that people use it, and how each paragraph is connected. That you must know. And craft your answers clearly with perfection, clarity of thought, clarity in reading, clarity in your speech, clarity in your writing, and that is required with perfect precision should be there, perfection should be there. And focus on the question and answer precisely. So, whatever is question asked, read the question, understand the question, and go back to the text and then try to look at the answer, put it in your own sentence, and then precisely to the point write it. That's why many people want to do in JNTU examinations, they find the students who are writing 3 or 4 pages for 1 mark answers. For 10 marks answer, they write hardly 20 to 30 lines. And it should be vice versa. So, here, basing on the question, you must answer to the point. That's required. And you should be having that mind in your mind. And whether for 1 mark question, how much I can write it. Maybe 2 sentences, 3 sentences. That means 20 words, at most 30 words. And for 10 marks question, maybe 200 words, 250 words, 300 words. Like that. So, naturally, that you have to keep it in mind. Read and understand the questions. And the RAP study. So, how to develop this? This is a difficult area where you need to have a strategy. How to develop quick reading habits. There are people who read a book within 1 or 2 days, but they can look at it. I'll give you one example. Swami Vivekananda once went to a library. He borrowed a book and returned on the next day. It's a voluminous book. And next day he collected another book and returned the other. And third day, another book. The librarian had a doubt whether this saint is he really reading the book. Then he wanted to know whether Swami Vivekananda read the book perfectly or not. And he said, I want to ask you a question. In the first book, I want to know the central idea of that particular book. And where is it? And on which page it is? And Vivekananda was he was so well read, and he could pinpointly say that in this particular page, particular paragraph, particular line says about it, and this is happened. You want to check it, check it. That authenticity should be. That means, whatever you read, it should be imprinted in your mind. Pustakam jnanam atibharam, mastaka bharam atihai. And mastaka bharam, whatever you are learning by your mind is a power. So, once you have carried, no need to carry anything. So, no need to carry the luggage. Luggage is always troublesome, I know. Okay, so that's why put your answers in your own words. Remember, don't copy it, don't lift the sentences, make your own notes. In-depth reading is used to gain deeper meaning and comprehension of the text. So, thorough reading. What are the words he is using? What are the kind of symbols he is using? What are the images he is using? Why that particular word is used in a particular context? And that gives you, take you to a deeper meaning. And there are different levels of meaning. There is surface level, one meaning, deeper level, some kind of meaning will be there. So naturally, you must be able to get that particular deeper knowledge, deeper meaning of that, of comprehension. Not simply reading for reading's sake. And research details information for an assignment. So naturally, you need to, as a research scholar, I read a number of books. And I try to understand, assimilate, and try to write a paper. And in the same way, research detailed information for an assignment. When you are writing an assignment, it is a purpose. whether you have well read thoroughly and understand the content and able to present. RAP is one of the effective techniques that you have got it. RAP. So RAP is acronym standing for R stands for read, A stands for ask yourself some questions about it, and P is stands for put the answer in your own words. Oh, beautiful is it? Wrap everything. So here, read is rather read a paragraph of one section and ask yourself questions about it and put in your own sentence. In other words, don't copy it, don't edit it. So wrap is a good technique. The wrap is R stands for reading, A stands for ask yourself some questions, P stands for put your answers in your own sentence. Beautiful one, and everyone should adopt. Not simply copying from the text. No, it is how much you have internalized it, how you have assimilated it, and how you could understand, how you are expressing it. That is important. That's why RAP technique is wonderful. Please take care, and this you adopt it. See the wonders, how beautiful it will be, and reflect on the meanings of that what you have read. So naturally, this is the kind of thing that technique, RAP technique. This is a wonderful technique that has been given in the text. You try to adopt it, test it, and find it. Okay. So another task. Answer the following questions in the passage. What are the first two paragraphs of the passage about? What first paragraph? What is the first paragraph generally? It is about introduction. And the second paragraph maybe one issue. Maybe what is that issue? What is the topic? What are the three important points stated in the fifth paragraph? So when they are asking this specific question, they must go to that specific question, paragraph, and try to understand and try to give the correct answer to the point. So why does the author say creating artificial intelligence is the biggest event for mankind? I think this passage is about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a boon to us. It has come as an asset for us. You can do wonders with it. Because modern technology is moving on with the artificial intelligence. Machine intelligence, artificial intelligence, IoT. These are the areas. These are burning issues, and the problems of the society can be solved through artificial intelligence. It's a wonder. New things have been. Driverless vehicles are there that people are inventing. And without going to the field, the farmer is able to spread the, sprinkle the fertilizers and using the artificial intelligence. There are so many benefits out there, and these they must, once you go through, you'll be knowing it. He's saying that creating artificial intelligence is the biggest event for mankind. How beautiful is it? And that means the illustrations will be there, examples will be there. This you must be saying it, okay? This is a question he is asking. Find the evidence. What are the proofs that you have got? That is the examples that you have got. And what is an example given to show the application of artificial intelligence in economics? So naturally, technology is making us smart, making us work easier, comfortable, efficient. And it is user-friendly and cost-effective. So these are the 5 features. It should be simple, it should be useful, it should be useful for it should be generating the wealth. So here, he is talking about the wealth. And here, what is the example given to show the application of artificial intelligence in economics? Economics is a science of wealth that we have got it. And the examples must find out. What are the threats mentioned in the passage, and what do the last sentence of the passage is? So these things that he is giving us as questions, and to probe and to reflect. And practice the passage on the artificial intelligence and intensive reading. So there are 2 kinds of reading. Today I want to take 2 types of reading. RAP is one strategy. Another strategy that I got it, intensive reading and extensive reading. What is intensive reading? Intensive reading means thorough reading. Intensive reading means text-based reading. Intensive reading means smart reading. Intensive reading means narrow reading. And here, intensive reading is called narrow reading. Narrow reading means focused reading. and read carefully, thoroughly, everything. So, observe and study logical argument, theoretical, rhetorical pattern. When a person is giving speech, there is a pattern in that, and find the pattern. Language is full of patterns. Once you identify the pattern, naturally your things will be a smart person. The purpose of the author and his attitude. These are the things that you must know. And the attitude towards the topic, emotional, symbolic, and social attributions to it. Attributes. And here, this is contributing to a different way. And this you must know. Emotions are important, and symbolism is important, and social context is important, and getting connected to the society is important. Experts call intensive reading as a zoom lens reading. Zoom lens means even a small thing is shown very big, very clear, very vivid, and that's why strategy, it draws attention, grammatical forms. Text is having the functional units, grammar, literal means, symbolic means. So, once you take up something, read for this intensive reading, text, every word, every symbol, every word, every structure, you are analyzing it and get to know deeper knowledge, sound knowledge. Okay? It develops good reading habits and expand vocabulary used in different contexts. The aim of intensive reading is to build more language than simply practicing. So that's why in your course structure, they have been given detailed study, non-detailed study. Detailed study means all these things you need to pay attention. Detailed study is nothing but intensive reading. So here the words are, vocabulary is important, grammar is important, symbolism is important, and the style is important, and each and every usage is important, and this you are going to focus, because this is not only learning by hearting the content, but internalizing the language structure, language grammar, language vocabulary, and it has to develop your personality. That's why this intensive reading is quite useful, and this make the language functional. I am using the word function. Once you read something, it's in the text is only pretext to learn, and the text enables you to know, identify the beauties, the gems, the gold, diamonds in it, and then and appreciate, and then enjoy, and also enrich yourself. It's a learning, enriching experience. So, this is intensive reading gives you all this kind of thing that you have it. Once you read for pleasure and enjoy reading, and everything that minute details you are able to focus and explain it. Wonderful, excellent. This is a skill you must have. And, yeah. And the second one is, so here. The aim of the intensive reading is to build your own more language and simple practice. And another one is extensive reading. What is extensive reading? For example, in your course, there is one lesson is there, Premchand's Deliverance. You have read it. And after reading Deliverance, you don't stop. You want to read other books, other works of Premchand. You are interested. You are roused interest in that, curiosity, and you have to read. And the same way, Virginia Woolf's Shakespeare's sister. Beautiful one, imaginary how beautiful. Virginia Woolf is a wonderful writer, novelist, and Stream of Consciousness, this is Dalloway, and other novels are there. How beautiful, excellent, really. You'll enjoy doing it, reading. It's extensive reading. Extensive reading is, you don't stop with the kind of thing, and you go for having a complete. For example, you read Shakespeare's play, maybe Macbeth, maybe As You Like It, maybe Hamlet. You don't stop, and you want to read all 36 plays of Shakespeare. And if you read a poem by William Wordsworth or Keats or Shelley, you don't stop, and you go on reading, and you go on reading it. That's called extensive. You go on loving it. So here, this is opposite to intensive. There, the text is important, and here, intensive, the extensive reading is a pleasure. Read for pleasure is the main purpose, and this activity is a pleasurable activity or a method of reading. It is a self-directed, read for pleasure, information from you are getting it and having general understanding. So it is a kind of a passion or a hobby you develop, and reading skills that you have it, and if you are interested, you can see that wonderful books are there. You read, and it will be really enriching. That's why reading the novels, Sudhamurthy's short stories, R.K. Narayan short stories, Kushwant Singh's short stories, and Anita Desai's short stories. Name it. These are wonderful things. You must read and learn, and you must evolve yourself into a better person. So they give a message for us. Literature gives you the direction to your life. Literature gives you the wisdom, how to act, how to live in the society, what kind of value system that you have got it, and these things you will be knowing it once you read literature. Literature is educate. That's why we need to read the literature. Literature is not only language for communication, but it has a deeper impact in your it improves your communication skills. It also improves your personality and evolving to be a better person. So always constantly read something. So stories, articles, authentic material like newspapers and web sources. Nowadays, earlier, people used to feel that only the books, the referential books are to be read. No, now the trend has changed, and now even the newspaper articles, the magazine articles have some valuable information, and they feel it is an authentic source, and you can develop reading skills through them. Wonderful. It's a kind of a thing that you can start a kind of project in that, and what are the skills you are developing. In the same kind of web sources are there. Web sources, as I said to you, OERs are there, open educational resources, or Creative Commons are there, where the access is open access, and you can read. And nowadays e-books are available. No need to go to library, and once you have got a smartphone or you have got a laptop, you can have e-books. E-books is a wonderful thing because need not step out. And there are books, e-books, and the technology is developed such a way that they will read for you. Okay, they will speak to you, and naturally you need not read, and the text itself will be reading you, and then you will be getting to know. This technology is making that life more happy and pleasurable, and authentic sources that you got. Read any story and share with your friend. Remember, that's why constantly reading and sharing with others, expressing with others, and talking to others, and about that, it makes you a better person. Read the following carefully. Protecting the Endangered Species Act, page number 180, answers the questions below. So here, what is endangered animals? Endangered animals are those animals which are being killed, extinct. They have come to a position where extinct. They are no more. For example, turtles. The passage talks about turtles. And we feel sad that we miss them. Because the environment, the ecology is beautiful with all kinds of forms like man, birds, animals, insects, and all life forms should be there. Then only there is an ecological balance. And once you are missing it, naturally it has an impact. That's why as a technology student, you must be protecting the plants, protecting the animals, protecting the environment. It is your responsibility. That's why here you must know about the acts that are there. Though you are a technology student, you will be working in the industry. Never lose your heart. Never you lose your soul. Be sensitive. Be sensible. And here, once you read and try to take a stock of the thing and be sensitive to the problems and then take care of it. So here it is about talking about endangered animals and where they are disappearing and what kind of laws are there, and US laws are there, and you must know. Being a technology student, you must know the laws to protect the endangered animals. It is our duty. We need to pass the treasure, the tradition that the valuable species, life is beautiful. Life is not beautiful. The skin of the lion or elephant is not beautiful. The skin of a snake is not beautiful. But living animal is beautiful. But this is the kind of thing, message you must have it, and you must use it, and you must be aware of it and protect it. It is your duty to protect it. That's why there are organizations among the engineering students in their world. They work for protecting the animals, protecting the plants, protecting the environment. This should be, because this you need to pass it on to the next generation, pure and pristine, never be adulterated. So, do humans come under this act? So, there are many examples of it. People are killing animals for the sake of skin, for teeth, for all kinds of for their luxurious thing, their purses and all, which is inhuman. We feel very sad and down to the rather our heart will be down because we miss that beautiful animals. So this is a passage. Go through it, reflect upon it, and then express. And okay, these are some of the references I have given you. I try to project and try to give you what are the two different kinds of things reading. One is extensive reading and another is intensive reading. Extensive reading is like zoom reading, and extensive reading is in detail reading. In detail in the sense, there are language, grammar, symbols, and every word that has been given and understanding it is there. This is a focused reading. And the extensive reading is elaborate reading, which will be enriching you. That's why both the things you must develop, and that's the reading of the word. Hope that you will be carrying forward and enjoy your reading. Thank you.